Hey everyone, my name is Adil Malik, and I've been to almost 50 countries, hundreds of flights over the last few years, and I say this because I've spent countless hours trying to understand why and when my body feels the most wrecked, whether I'm foggy, I'm craving junk food, or I just feel like I'm running on empty. And part of it is going to be inevitable to a certain degree with jet lag and changing schedules, but there is still a lot in our control. So I started treating travel like it's a performance sport almost. I tested this stuff with supplementation across time zones, red-eye flights, back-to-back trips, layovers, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's in what I call my travel performance kit. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to take with you every trip to protect, keyword protect, your focus, your energy, and your consistency on the road. And definitely stick around to the last one because it's kind of a cheat code that most people still don't use when it comes to travel, but it makes a huge difference with mental performance and physical. The first thing I want to note is I literally use this stuff on every trip, whether I'm in a hostel, a hotel, an Airbnb. Like I always keep this pack with me, this travel performance kit. This was when I was in Korea. If I'm on a train, I'll have a protein bar, which I'll get into as part of it, protein shake, whey protein, but this is what it looks like right here. You can kind of see this little baggie right here is everything in my travel performance kit is in this blue, and then all my other toiletries and stuff is there, but all this stuff fits in this little baggie. I just throw it in my backpack, but I literally use it on every single trip. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is electrolytes. So here's something that most people don't know, even if you fly often, and this was news to me, when I first learned it, but the inside of an airplane is so dry. We're talking like humidity levels of 10 to 20%. When you're sitting in that for hours, you're just sitting in a pressurized tube in the sky for hours on end. And that kind of dehydration makes you more than just thirsty. It'll affect your brain fog. It'll make your muscles feel super stiff. And just drinking water is good, but that alone sometimes not enough. Like we need things like sodium, potassium, magnesium to actually pull that water into the cells and use it most effectively. So when people say hydration, especially on travel and electrolytes, that's why it's so important to make the cells function as they need to for maximum performance. And if you don't want to pee a bunch on the flight, that's fine. What I would say is just throw a electrolyte serving in your water bottle, but it also helps to have it right before you leave. So if you do that before and after, then just give it a try on one trip and you will notice an increase in just how you feel. To be fair, this is one I actually should have been doing for a long time, but I have been way more mindful about it recently and I've noticed a big difference. I didn't always used to fly with this, but I definitely should have for years and years. And the nice thing is literally 2 minutes of effort, not even 2 minutes, makes a huge difference on how you feel. So for all of these supplements, I will link the full travel performance kit in the description. You can grab any of them if you want, but these are the ones that I use myself. Okay, so number 2 is going to be a greens powder. Okay, this one is all about filling that gap that travel basically always creates when it comes to our gut health and our micronutrients. So think about what you're actually eating when you're traveling, okay? Between your airport food choices, grab and go breakfasts, maybe some, client dinners, a lot of it might be heavy, processed, and missing certain ingredients that the body actually needs to make you feel mentally, physically, and emotionally your best. And 1 or 2 days here and there, but after a few days on the road, you can really start to feel that. So a greens powder for me is so essential, and all the clients I always recommend who travel often to have this greens powder because it's essentially a concentrated scoop of vitamins, minerals, and often gut supporting ingredients like digestive enzymes. The thing to note is it's not magic, but it does fill in what the diet is often missing if you're just having like a granola bar and a black coffee in the morning or whatever. But like I said, the underrated thing here is gut health. Okay, having those digestive enzymes are really important, and sometimes they also have dietary fiber. Travel is hard on the gut with new food. You're gonna have broken sleep. You're gonna be in a different part of the world. Your body's just confused, and your digestion is gonna take a hit, and that can also tank your energy and your mood as well. So having this is really important for that aspect. I mix mine with water first thing in the morning. Again, it takes 30 seconds. It's not always the tastiest thing in the world, but this one in particular tastes so much better than some other ones. I bought some Amazon brands and I literally wanted to gag. Like they were disgusting. This one has the micronutrients, but it just tastes a lot better. And I wanna show you a little bit like this blend right here. You can see dietary fiber, there's 4 grams, there's less than 1 gram of sugar. You have your organic veggie blend, your superfruit blend, your immunity blend, and here's that digestive enzyme blend as well. So really, really good stuff. Okay, so the next one I'm going to go into is very, very underrated. It might be the most underrated on this list. And I've only started using it recently, but I've noticed a massive difference, especially when I'm sleep deprived. We have to address sleep on travel because what really happens is you're going to be exhausted, but sometimes you just can't shut your brain off, or you're going to pass out and just wake up feeling, just even worse than the night before. Your cortisol is probably going to be much higher than usual. You might be laying in your hotel room at 2 a.m. just staring at the ceiling. Most people here will reach for melatonin, and melatonin can be helpful. It definitely has a time and place, but it's actually a hormone. And if you take too much, too often, it can make you actually feel groggy the next day. And I've definitely felt this before. And sometimes it can even mess with your body's natural sleep signals over time. Like I said, there is still a time and place for this. I'm not negating that at all. I still use it as a tool, but more often I have this non-melatonin based sleep supplement. Yeah, I just don't want to get reliant on melatonin myself. But the real problem is that your stress system is just running really high and your body is just kind of on alert and it wants to shut down, but it's not able to. And so what actually helps is calming that stress response. So the ingredients I look for, which are all in this specific sleep supplement, are magnesium in the form of glycinate, L-theanine, ashwagandha. So magnesium glycinate is really relaxing on the nervous system and it's really easy on the stomach as well. L-theanine takes the edge off of that mental restlessness without just completely knocking you out like melatonin would. Ashwagandha is also really, really good in this mix to help bring down your cortisol and your stress response back to a normal level, which can help you get real sleep, even if it is less hours of sleep. But just having that stress response control is so important. So like I said, this one has everything that I mentioned in it, along with things like zinc, which is going to help with the absorption of these ingredients. And then also apigenin, really good to help calm the nervous system and just really put you in a more controlled state to better manage the stress and the emotions and everything before bed. So this one I highly recommend. The big thing with this one is consistency. So the pack comes in 30 servings. So you'll really start to notice an effect after like a week or two of taking it, but it is really helpful. I take this probably like 30 minutes before bed. And again, you're not forcing your sleep, but you are getting out of the way so that your body can do whatever it's trying to do anyways, which is get into a relaxed state and, lower your heart rate, all that stuff, get into restful sleep. Okay, number 4 is having a protein snack with you. So, we already talked about sleep. We talked about micronutrients and fiber and gut health. We talked about electrolytes, but having a protein snack is also really important. But here's what happens when you don't have one, okay? You might be in the airport for like 3 to 4 hours if you're like just there super early, or if a flight gets delayed, you haven't eaten a real meal, and then that $20 mediocre burger from Applebee's is going to look like the greatest thing you've ever seen. Meanwhile, it's like 2,200 calories for one burger. You'll eat it, you'll feel terrible afterwards, and then you might wonder why you're sluggish. The thing is, protein is one of the most filling things you can eat. It keeps you full, it keeps your blood sugar steady, and it stops your cravings from spiraling before they even start. So, when you have something with you in your backpack, you don't have to make desperate food choices last second. You can actually think with a level head and then make the right decision for yourself. You're actually more in control. So I always advise travelers to have some sort of protein snack with them. What I carry is a few things, either protein bars, meat sticks, or I'll get some sort of protein snack from the airport, either like a pre-made protein shake. I also have single serving whey protein packets. They come in a pack of 8, so I'll throw those in my backpack, and it's just something I have with me if I really need something in a pinch that I'll just put in water or yogurt. If I can, I want at least like 20 grams of protein and not a ton of added sugar. The only thing I will note is if you're traveling international, don't take the meat sticks because you could run into some issues there with taking foreign meats abroad. So don't do that, but if you're flying domestic, that's totally fine. Now, the goal here isn't to replace a real meal. It's just to never be in the situation where you're so hungry that everything just looks so amazing and you're always thinking emotionally that you can't be mindful and even want to think about what your long-term energy and emotional state is going to be. So one snack in your bag can help a lot with that. I always say a rule of thumb is put 1 protein snack per day. So if you're on a 10-day trip, put like 10 protein bars in your backpack. The other thing is protein also helps to hold on to muscle, which is also super important long-term for metabolic health. So there's so many benefits to just having this in place. And you can make the decision that works best for you in terms of what you actually carry. But that being said, I will link the whey protein packs in the description right now. I think it's like an 8-pack for like $19 or something. So $2 a serving. For travel, it's pretty good. You're going to spend $6 for a single protein bar at the airport. So not a bad deal. Okay, so this last one is creatine. Okay, this has increasing research on why it's one of the best performance supplements, not only physically, but mentally as well, especially if we're running on low sleep. I made a whole 30-minute video breaking down a bunch of the research and a separate video, which I'll link at the end of this one, which I highly recommend you watch to get the full breakdown. But I always keep this for 2 primary reasons. Okay, one is muscle maintenance. So many benefits with that, some of which I already mentioned. Number 2 is cognitive function. As more research comes out, there's going to just be increasing benefit for working memory, reduce mental fatigue, and just keeping you thinking sharp, especially when you're sleep deprived and stressed. It's going to help your cells produce energy more efficiently, but it's not like a stimulant like it would be with caffeine or like nicotine or something like that. I take 5 grams every morning, every day, regardless of where I go. So in the morning, literally what I'll do is I'll have a scooper with me and I'll have a water bottle. I'll put 1 scoop of protein. I'll put 1 scoop of creatine, 1 scoop of my greens. I'll have electrolytes after that. Usually I won't mix the electrolytes in the same mix. I'll have this first, drink it, then have the electrolytes separately. But it's literally just that, put in water, shake it up, drink it, so easy. I've been using creatine since I was like 21. It's been 11 plus years since I've been taking it. So one of the best benefits. An added bonus, which I have in my kit, is super essential just to make your life a lot easier because I hate making a mess everywhere I go, especially if I'm in like a tiny place. Having this keychain water bottle funnel is so important. So I'll I'll also link that in the kit. It's like $5 or $6 on Amazon. Just throw it in the little baggie with all your supplements. So important. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, just get all these, put them in a little bag in your backpack, add it to your permanent packing list. That's the important thing. Got to be a staple on each trip because it is all stuff that you can take when you're at home and on the road. So it makes it really consistent to boost your energy and, you know, your performance. If your body was going to be running on 50% having this, if it runs, you know, a little bit more than that, just with some supplementation, it's going to be a net benefit, which is really crucial. Like I said, I treat it like a performance sport. When I'm on travel, I want to maximize my energy, my mood, despite my conditions. I want to control what I can. So, you know, none of this is complicated. It's not that expensive when you take everything into account in terms of like, you know, airport cost, if you're going to like have things there. But this is stuff you're going to be using year round, and it's really, really going to work in your benefit. So this is how I travel now. I genuinely feel better. Like I said, everything will be linked in the description, and I hope you got some value out of this, and I will see you in the next video.